We're gonna take a little bit of time to try to talk some sense into you Tank Davis fanatics, man. I'm here at the library once again. As you can see, I stay at the library. I stay in the library. You know what I'm saying? I stay going to the library. Now, aside from my insurance uh, thing that I give you for your health insurance, let's do some boxing talk. I can sign you up for health insurance. I can put you in the studio. I could I can get you into boxing if you want to be in boxing. I can help you make music. I can videos, commercials, get you Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I can get you the truth. I can get you facts, figures, about what it is that you're trying to do with your life, man. Try to be humble as I possibly can, man. You know, but a lot of these fanatics, man, are starting to get me to the point where I'm like, where's Tank Davis? Where's Tank Davis in all of this? Where is he? You know, the old saying came from my mom. He said everything except for blase, blase. Or you said everything but the truth. You know, you said everything but what really happened. You said everything except what you did. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you knew you was getting in trouble. So, you know, quite naturally, it just trickled downhill. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is this, y'all. And pay attention to what I'm about to get ready to say because it's facts. Devin Haney, if Tank Davis, now this is if Tank Davis, guess the guy's name is Gavante, I Tank Davis, whatever, okay? He's going to get knocked down like Regis Progress. He's going to get knocked down. It's going to be a very decisive victory. You know why? Because Devin Haney already knows in the back of his mind, number one, he can't just fight Tank Davis. He's going to have to either knock him out or a technical knockout. And some of y'all are going to argue me every day, all day about, well, a TKO is a knockout. No, it's not. A TKO is a stoppage from the bout where the referee stops the match. That's a technical knockout. See, technically, if I hit you with a hook and it seems like uh, you cannot defend yourself, and I'm wailing on you in the corner, and you're not responsible, you're not blocking, you're not responsible, you just seem like you're out on your feet, then the referee is going to stop the match because that's a technical knockout. I mean, seeing it happen time and time and time and time again. You know, it's just the facts of boxing. A knockout is when I hit you say with an uppercut, a hook, or a jab, or whatever, you go down and you get the standing 8 count, and they can't get up after 8 counts, that's a knockout. Same thing that happened to Mike Tyson with Buster Douglas. The same thing that happened to Tyson. He tried to get up at the 8 and couldn't get up. That was a knockout. That was not a TKO. That was a knockout. That was considered a knockout. He was out. He's out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Just facts, man. It's 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 facts over feeling. Some of y'all on this uh Blue Blood Sports, Aki TV, Dante's Boxing Nation, and there's some more of them out there. You know, they talk about boxing all day. They talk about Gavante Davis, Tank Davis. They talk about Shakur. They talk about Devin Haney. But when they talk about Shakur, they talk about Tank Davis. They talk about Rolly Marrero. They talk about all these other fighters like they A-list fighters, like they top fighters, like, you know. But then when they get to Devin Haney, they want to act like the black man ain't did nothing. They want to act like he's a nobody. He's still hating, you know. And it was the same hatred that that me and Devin used to talk about all the time when I drove him to Vegas in 2012. The date was 12/12/2012. I remember it like it was yesterday. Like it happened yesterday. Like it happened yesterday. Drove him out there to Mayweather's gym and signed him up, paid for it and everything. Back then, we had my brother. He had this Acura Legend. It was an Acura, and the wheel broke on the car. Now the wheel broke on the car, and I had to replace the wheel on the car without any car jack. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take the wheel off and put a new wheel back on, and I did it pretty much by myself. You know what I'm saying? Devin, or my brother Dijon, he was there. He didn't believe his eyes on what I was able to do. I told him, I said, "You see what I just did? I changed that tire. The whole thing was broke. You know what I'm saying? But you need to get that wheel axle checked out. You know what I'm saying? You need to get your car realigned." It was a Acura Legend. It was an Acura Legend. It was an Acura. It was a black Acura Legend. It was two-tone. I remember the vehicle almost like it was yesterday. Let me give you some facts because you're not going to get facts from Dante's Boxing Nation. I'm seeing a lot more of these type things coming from uh, Dante's Boxing Nation. You know, more like allegations. You know, oh, Tank Davis sends a contract to Devin Haney. Devin Haney turns it down. Devin Haney is going back and forth with Tank Davis and this, that, and all that stuff is allegorical. You know what I'm saying? You're allegedly putting out rumors. You know why? Because you have a disclaimer on your videos. See, when I make you go on any one of my podcasts, and I have multiple podcasts on YouTube. I do. You look up Josiah David Woodward. You look up Saya 30. You look up me. Google me. You can Google me, but I can't Google you. And I'm talking about the one individual that I got into an argument with, and that was just not even 30 minutes ago, about something that he don't even know nothing about, which is boxing. Obviously, he's a Tank Davis fan, a Tank Davis fanatic. Maybe that's his iconic boxer. Look, I ain't taking nothing away from Tank. I think he's a very incredible fighter. I think Tank Davis, Cavante Davis, whatever his name is, you know, they say, well, Devin Haney is copying off of Tank Davis. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he ain't. He always talked about getting gold teeth because growing up, me and my brothers, we used to talk about getting gold teeth all the time when we had some cash and money or whatever. We'd be like, we're gonna get some gold teeth or whatever, whatever. Show me a birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? Show me a birth certificate. If that's not my brother, show me a birth certificate. If Devin Haney is not my brother, show me a birth certificate. I hate to have to go to my sisters and like bring me up some pictures of Dijon when he was a kid. You know, let's get pictures of Dijon and everything when he was a kid, and then turn around and go live and embarrass people. You know, because they get on this Dante's Boxing Nation, then they think they know what they're talking about, and 90% of the people making comments, they can do a lot of typing. They can do a whole lot of typing, and then turn around and try to report me because I cussed him out because he decides he want to get ignorant with me on the internet. Well, motherfucker, I do podcasts. Motherfucker, I been on stage. Motherfucker, I been signed to a record deal. Motherfucker, I done so much to. You can Google me, but I can't Google you. I trained that boy Devin Haney, my brother, growing up. They used to try to bully him in school all the time. He broke this bully's nose. That's the reason why he used to get suspended all the time because he was always fighting. We was always fighting growing up because it was always people hating. Everywhere we went, we moved from school to school. We went from church to church. We moved from state to state. Now we're originally from Los Angeles. My father, my grandmother. We're originally from there. We would just happen to be born here in Dallas, Texas. This is the place where we was born because my father was military. You gotta understand. Back then, we're talking about 1970s. Back then, it really wasn't a whole lot of stuff, to do. Military or go to school, play basketball or football. Or you were stuck out in the streets trying to be a gangster, a crip, or a blood, or whatever, vice lord, a gangster disciple, or whatever. Then you'll end up in a morgue getting shot up because that's what was going on in the streets. Uh, I grew up in Crips and Bloods, homie. Man, I'm telling you, grew up with it. A lot of these peoples are not real gangsters, man, because, and I don't want to get off into that. I'm just saying, you know. But anyway, Devin Haney. All right. I drove Devin Haney to Las Vegas. This was 12/12/2012. That's December the 12th, 2012. I drove him to Las Vegas. Signed him up in the Mayweather gym. Paid for it out of my own pocket. Dijon didn't have any cash. He never even finished school. He never graduated. He never got a degree. He could have. I'm not even sure if he went and got a GED. He probably didn't. I'm not. I'm not that. I'm not certain. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact he never graduated because he was always fighting, beating people up in school because they was always picking on Devin Haney. Now, let's get on this Tank Davis and Devin Haney uh, future matchup. Let me do a poll right quick. I'm gonna ask a question here. Right. You really believe? Do you really believe that Tank can knock out Devin? That Tank can defeat Devin Haney? Yes, no, not sure. Start a poll. All right. There goes my question right there. Do you really believe? Do you really believe that Tank can defeat Devin Haney? Yes, no, not sure. And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna leave that there. And I'm telling you right now, I don't hate I don't hate the kid. I don't hate the kid. I don't hate the guy. I'm not a hater at all. I think that Tank got some skills. I think that Shakur Stevenson is an incredible athlete. I believe that he could really do something in the boxing, in the field of boxing, in the sport of boxing. I believe that he could really actually be a really good champion. But when it comes to Devin Haney, uh, I don't think that they have I don't think that they have what it takes to beat Devin. He was in the 135 weight class with with Shakur Stevenson and Tank. He sent he sent a contract to Stevenson and Shakur. Stevenson and Shakur followed him all the way to the club. Had a big old sign like he was standing on the corner. I will work for food. Talking about sign the contract. Sign the contract. Send the contract. Where's the contract? They begging for a contract. Sent them the contract and then Steven Shakur. I call him Steve Urkel. Stevenson, Steve Urkel, Shakur. Steve Urkel decided he gonna duck. He ducked Devin. Sent him the contract. And I'm gonna take it back just a little bit further. I started because they're not saying some things. You know, they telling parts of this and parts of that and parts of this. Well, let's go back to the beginning. When when my brother came back and told me, he's like, man, they all hating on me because the only one in there that's even actually trying to take me seriously was Floyd. And I was like, Floyd who? Which one? He's like, his Floyd Senior. I'm like, okay, so you the father. You know, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was not Money Mayweather wasn't even allowing Devin Haney to even train in the same gym when uh, Floyd came to go train, and that was when he was. Who was he fighting at that time when we went in Vegas? It was like 2012. I do believe that was Antonio Vargas, if I'm not mistaken. It was Antonio Vargas. We was in Vegas and dude came out looking like Halloween, dressed like he was in Jack o' Lantern. Jack o' Lantern made his shorts, boxing gym shorts for him, you know. Looked like the Jack o' Lantern had made the boxing gym shorts for Mayweather. I do believe that was Antonio Vargas that Floyd Mayweather was boxing that day. Well, my brother